Alright, yeah, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to some more Magic Duels. This week I'm going to be taking a look at a deck that is built entirely around cartouches and trials. So the idea is we play down all of our trials, play a cartouche, which then bounces them all back, and we just replay our hand. We pretty much stay with a full hand virtually at all times, which is pretty cool. And it's a really fun deck. If you haven't checked out the deck tech and you want to, then there should be a link at the end of the video. But the video itself should already be out if you want to go check that out as well, guys. Alright, without further ado, I'll see you in the games. Alright then, we're in. One lander, throw it away. Not even going to look at it. This one has removal for days. If we get one green mana and then another land of any kind, we're pretty good with this one, actually. Well, keep it. Just on that basis alone. We need green mana, but the trials are pretty much going to be decent removal. So if you imagine if we get turn 3 trial, turn 4 we cartouche, and we just got 2 removal spells back into our hand, it's pretty sweet. And if this is a ramp deck, then that works out quite nicely. Alright, well, we'll go forest. Getting the basics down allows our check lands to come into play untapped, as well as pretty much any buddy land as well. Leads off with an Exemplar of Strength. This looks like a -1/-1 counters deck. Very nice, very spicy. Don't see it all that often. We might not see much of it anymore either, because I'm about to murder this thing. Let's go with... Actually, that's a tap land right there, so we need to go with the Isolated Chapel. And we'll trial it off the board. It gains him life, and I just want to get creatures off the board. Let's let him not have any options. Because if he went turn 3, applied another -1/-1 creature, he could just put the counters on that little creature there, and he'd have a big beast ready to go, which we'd pretty much want to remove. So let's go with the Trial of Strength. Get a 4/2. Play a land and pass the turn. Now if we get a land drop, we can trial something off, fight anything that he keeps. Or the other way around. We can take anything with 3 power or less without losing our beast token. But losing our beast token, really not much of an issue, because as soon as I do land this cartouche, our trial, and our trial come back to our hand and we can reuse them. He's just going to pass though, which is interesting. We can go for another trial. We haven't made our land drop yet, so that is something to consider. I don't really want to fill my hand too much if I'm not making my land drops, because then we'll just start discarding for no reason. So I'm actually going to throw the Trail of Knowledge down, I think. Draw 3, discard 1. We get our land. We also get a hell of a lot more. We probably don't need 2 Trial of Knowledges. So we'll throw that down. We can always get it back with an Auramancer later down the line. We'll pass. Okay, goes with an Obnixilis. He's going to minus to kill our beast by the looksy. Yep, okay. That's fine. Because we can minus Nissa, trial. We can plus Nissa, and then we can cartouche the token to get our trials back. Well, now we can Wanderer and trial. Doesn't get us back our cartouches, trials, sorry, but still puts a big boy on the field. Obnixilis has to be able to -3 in order to kill it, which ain't gonna happen. Okay. So I like where we're at. I mean, he probably has removal for this Wanderer. I'm not really going to be surprised if that's the case, but Let's see what he gets. We're about to refill our hand though, full of trials. 2 removal spells, card draw, and creature. Every single time we play a Cartouche. A land and pass is very suspicious. It just means that he's got removal. So we need to answer that as best we can. Woodland Cemetery. I'm not even going to bother putting a Cartouche on it, I don't think, because it's just going to die. And die in response to the Cartouche as well. Or maybe it's not. Huh. In all 5 of those cards, none of them are removal spells. Ah, he needed Revolt to trigger. Well, that works for me. Start ticking up Nissa. And there's no point going with Cartouche just yet, because we can't actually cast any of the trials off of that. There's one downside to this deck, and it's that your opponent knows what's in your hand because you've already played it 17 times before. Okay, so we know he's running Fatal Pushes, and we know that he didn't have better removal. So, I mean, why not just go with a Tireless Tracker, stick something on it, and then swing on through? Let's tick that up. With a Cartouche of Ambition. Give him lifelink. Don't have to give a counter or anything. Then we get all 4 of our trials back to hand. In a very slow, triggering kind of way. Beautiful. We could send a message. I'm just not gonna though. Not this time. Don't you dare tell me you've got nothing. Really? I find that really hard to believe. Okay, well, keep ticking up Nissa. She's going to win it on her own. Get that Tireless Tracker in there. He must have removal. He must. I can't see why you wouldn't. Guess we'll go Trial of Knowledge. We want to play down these trials. There's a Nissa. Alright, so we can get rid of any trial because we know we can get it back with Nissa. So we'll get rid of the Trial of Ambition because we've already got enough and he hasn't got any creatures. And let's swing. No reason to swing with a plant token. If he's running white, then there's considerations for Blessed Alliance and things like that, but not in this particular case. Let's get our Trial of Strength down. And I can't see how our opponent gets back from this, to be honest, because he can wipe the board all he wants. But we rebuild so quickly. What is he doing? I don't understand. Play a land. I do really want a Nissa. It would close this game out quicker as well, I suppose. With another trial, get another beast. Put the Cartouche on the Tireless Tracker so that we can sack a clue to get him out of Languish range. Because he might just be waiting for us to overextend. So this plays around that. And we refill our hand. Swing for 9. We got lethal next turn. We've got lethal even through a board wipe as well, because we've got 5 on the Nissa. Tireless Tracker survives the Languish. I simply do not get it. How can you have nothing? Alright, well, we could ultimate Nissa if we wanted to. We don't have to. Just gonna do this. And he's got 7 cards in hand and nothing. None of them do anything. What? I don't understand. How many cards can he have that cost over that amount of mana? It's just a suicide attempt, I guess. I don't get it. Alright, well. Okay, we're in, and we got 3 lander with a tireless tracker and some trials to fill out our hand. Cast out as removal. Keep it. Let's go Sunken Hollow, I think. Allows the Harbour to come into play untapped, and we can just play the Plains as well. So we've got 3 mana on turn 3, guaranteed. Blue, red. Foiled, so he means business. Alright, well, let's just go with a forest past the turn. With red being on the table, I kind of want to go Tireless Tracker turn 4. So a Trial of Ambition would be really nice here for that thing in the ice. Make him sack it. We get a Blessed Spirits instead. Suppose that'll do. For now. He probably has removal for it. I would not be even slightly surprised. Sulphur Falls, Fiery Temper. Maybe. Galvanic Bombardment, there you go. Galvanic Bombardment means that he's running 4 of those. That's a 4 of 1 point burn spell. Or 1 mana burn spell. It's probably prowess. Cartouche of Knowledge. Let's play Tireless Tracker. We've got cast out for thing in the ice. He can kill it if he wants. This is the reason why we play on turn 4, so we at least get a clue out of it. Worst case scenario. Expedite. Oh, he's going for the flip. So, cantrips and expedite. This looks like prowess to me. He could just have the turn 4 win. If he goes Insult plus Titan Strength, that makes it a 10 powered thing that bounces all creatures out the way, dealing double damage. That's 20 points. And it looks like he's not going to get the turn 4 win. But he's still likely to flip this thing in the ice by the looks of things. Which means we're going to have to cast it out. Yeah, Expedite gives it haste, gives it cantrips. So we're taking 7. Have to replay our Tireless Tracker. Could be worse. I mean, he still has 1 mana left, so we might still see a Titan Strength here. And we'll fog him. Get fogged. No, afraid not. Not the fogging kind of deck. So he's kind of forced our hand here. We do need to cast it out. Can't take another 7. And you did commit a lot of resources to that 7 points. So we'll deal with it now while he doesn't have the potential for counter spells. Even if he has enchantment removal, it comes back as a thing in the ice. And we can deal with a thing in the ice, I think. Not right now, but we've got to draw Trial of Ambition soon. He needs to put another creature on the ground. Collective Defiance. He's going to redraw his hand. Yeah. Redraw his hand, deal 3 to us. So, Pull from tomorrow, Cascade, Sensor. We know he's running counter spells. This looks like a prowess deck. With a weird choice of pull from tomorrow. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Alright, we're going to go Blessed Spirits. We're going to put down a big beater. Make a 4-4. And we make our land drop as well, which is tasty. So we can start playing these trials, which are guaranteed to, almost guaranteed anyway, to draw us into cartouches, which will bounce them back. So I'm not really worried about playing the cartouche down before the trials. There's Sphinx's Tutelage. This is a mill deck. It's like mill prowess. Let's see if the combination works out, I suppose. Makes his land drop. Does he have... He has a slip through space. So, draws and mills us. Potentially enabling our Auramancers. You gotta target me. And then I mill my cards. There you go. Congrats. Right, we get milled. For 2. It's just 2 lands. Yeah, really good. All things considered. Trial of Ambition, there it is. So we've got removal if he does have any more prowess shenanigans. I think I want to put power on the board, so it's probably going to be Tireless Tracker, Crack the Clue. We do need to race this. We're already at 10, which is ridiculous. But I'm pretty sure we can handle that. Planar Outburst, pretty dead card, to be honest. His bombardments do 3 damage though, so the likelihood this tracker lives is low, I'd say. He's already redrawn his hand as well, so the odds that he has one, it's quite high, but... I think we'd have to wait for an extra land drop, which we apparently weren't going to get, into cracking double clues, so it'd take 4 mana to keep him alive. Jorian. So we got a trial for that. He plays another Tutelage, which draws him a card. Triggers before this one resolves, though, but that is a problem he's dealing with. So a land drop would be nice. Cartouche of Ambition is also quite nice. Okay, well, Trial of Ambition pumps up the Blessed Spirits and kills his Jorian. The extra draw is gone. And then we want a Cartouche of Ambition, the Tireless Tracker, to make sure that it's harder to kill it with Burn. And we get the lifelink as well, and the Trial back. And no -1/-1 counters, please. We go up to 15 and hit him for 11. So he has to deal with our board state, or he dies next turn, or he has to kill us. I'm pretty certain he can't do 39 cards. If he had Chandra, then he hasn't drawn. He's just drawn now, so he'd have 3. It'd be 6 triggers. Which is 12 cards minimum, which is not enough. He could minus to kill the Tiles Tracker, but that's not enough to kill the Spirits. What else could he have? Double Bounce would save him a little bit. But I don't know if he got Bounce in here. Could he chain take inventories? I don't think so. Thing in the ice, take inventory. He's got 3 mana left. He's going to need 3 1-mana spells in order to flip and bounce our stuff. Out of 3. So the odds of that being the case is incredibly unlikely. We know he's got Slip Through Space and Expedites in here, but he's only got 2 more Expedites left. and 3 slip through spaces, and he's already shown us that he doesn't have it. He's just going for as much mill as he can, which is not enough. 4 colour decks are very hard to get those double triggers on, as he's found out. Galvanic Bombardment, and that will not kill it. Hits it for 3. Alright, he's tapped out, so we could trial kill his thing in the ice. We could play a land, get a clue, but we don't have to. We're just going to swing over the top. We ain't in the business of being BMing. BMing. Yes, no bad manners over here. That's going to do it. Alright, well, let's go for another game. Okay, we're in. We're on the draw. We've got 2 lands, 2 cartouches, but it just doesn't really do anything. I'm going to throw it back. This one is almost acceptable. Well, they're in the wrong colours of mana, and I can't guarantee safe drawing on that one. This one's fine, I suppose. Black-white for our opponent. Well, we'll just lead off with the Drowned Catacomb. It looks like we're going to be doing turn 3 Blessed Spirits into Cartouche to pump it up. +2/+2. So that might be alright. He's just going Tapland Frenzy. Getting the wrong colours of mana here, guys. We need that green. I suppose it puts us close to Sigil, in the sense that we just effectively are ramping into Sigil before we do anything fun. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, well, we're going to have to go Island then. Blessed Spirits, and then we can Hinterland Harbour. And I believe that means we can do it with 4 counters on the Converge. So we're going to have a 6/6. You can grasp that all you want. You're going to regret saving it. Woodland Wanderer is going to be far worse. And then next turn we can go Sigil, start attaching cartouches and getting 4/4s. It's very hard to deal with as well. Fatal Push is usually the removal of choice. And he doesn't have it here. As an available option, that is. Could have a Murder. It's a possibility. Looks like he doesn't, though. There's also a Blessed Alliance. Is this black-white control? Maybe. There's a Never. It's Murder 2.0. Alright, well. So we could do Tireless Tracker into land with a clue ready to sack. Dies to Grasp of Darkness. But does that matter? Alternatively, we could just play Sigil, then Tireless Tracker, plus land, Cartouche, get a 4/4. I'm just thinking that Solemn Offering might be a thing in this deck if it is indeed a control deck. Some sort of enchantment removal. And therefore we're playing this without any value. But I think that might be the option here. So there's Anguished Unmaking, there's Solemn Offering, there's all sorts, to be honest. Let's just see if he has it, we'll test him. This triggers on cast as well, so even if this Cartouche doesn't resolve on the Tiles Tracker, we still get a 4/4, which allows us to attach further Cartouches to those tokens. Yeah, this is Anguished Unmaking. Okay, it's not our win con anyway. It's one of our win cons, I suppose, but... Now I get to Tiles Tracker. With a land. We might as well hold the Cartouche, because I'll probably just go for the Clue Crack if we need it anyway. This is a permanent out of our hand if I go that route. Wayward Servant into Wayward Servant. Drains for 2. Oh, is it just another creature? Looks like. Thought it was when it enters or another creature enters. No, it is another. Alright, fair enough. Well, we can double Cartouche here and make quite the hefty tracker. Ooh, we can also sigil into land drop into Cartouche. Make a 4/4. I'm all for that. We'd probably take a big hit off of a zombie coming down, but we establish a big flying base of creatures here. And draw a card. So the race is on. So you can kill our tracker, but then we've got the angel that we can attach the Cartouche to, which gets us another angel so we can attach further Cartouches to. If I crack this clue, it's out of Grasp of Darkness range. So he's going to need some serious firepower to get rid of that then. We are susceptible to Languish right now, but if he's going with a return, exiling Woodland Wanderer that we'll never get back. Okay, drains for 2. Passes the turn. Trial of Ambition, very nice. So we can take out a servant and a zombie token here. Actually, maybe we can take out all of them. Let me do the count. Let's play our land. Play a Trial of Ambition, get a 4/4. Sack a creature, sacks the token. We Cartouche. Let's spread the love a bit. Gives us a 4/4. Fight that. Yep. And actually, to be safe and keep our tracker alive in... Oh, well, I was going to say keep our tracker alive in the event of a Languish. I'm actually just going to let him have that one. And we'll swing for 10. Because I can crack this to get it out of range. This one's already out of range because we've applied a Cartouche to it. So... we have 11 power in the air through a board wipe now. This is quite the effective deck. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Now the AI does weird things, but this would normally not even save him now. Asylum Visitor, not a zombie, so he doesn't drain. And that's going to do it. We'll crack a clue because we can. And we're in a pretty significant spot here. This is... oh. Watch this, guys. Trial of Ambition. Get a 4/4. This is great. You sack a creature. We Nissa. Crack a clue. He's gone now, so I can BM. Grab all of that. We get another Trial of Ambition. So we'll trial, get another 4/4. Does turn out that Sigil was our win condition. Who'd have thunk it? Minus Nissa. And swing. Every single one of our angels is lethal. And he's tapped out. That be the game. And he had a Sorin. Not going to do much good for him though. Alright guys, well that is going to do it for today's episode. So if you did enjoy the content and you want to see more, then be sure to like and subscribe. And if you haven't checked out the deck tech so far, then maybe you want to do that. see why this deck works as well as it does and all that jazz. If you hit that little bell icon as well, you'll get notifications when I release new videos. I do hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Magic Duels. Goodbye!